My name is Alleman. I'm going to be talking about the end of the effing world and how that relates to psychopaths. So the end of the effing world is a coming-of-age story about two British teenagers who run away from home and accidentally become involved in a murder. So James is a 17-year-old boy with no friends. He's English. He believes that he's a psychopath because he feels nothing, he expresses no emotions, he has no real close relationships, and he kills animals just for fun. He meets Alyssa, who's also a 17-year-old girl who's new in town. Her mother recently married a man who behaves inappropriate towards Alyssa, causing her to feel alienated from her oblivious mother. So Alyssa meets James and convinces him to begin a relationship with her. James goes along with this with the only sole intention of killing Alyssa. Let's see. She persuades him to steal his father's car, and the pair runs away together. After a string of events, James and Alyssa break into a house of a man on vacation. James discovers that this man is a serial killer and is fascinated by this. That night, James hides underneath the bed Alyssa is sleeping in with the intention of killing her. But before he can kill her, the man whose house they have broken into returns. This man sees Alyssa sleeping in his bed and attempts to sexually assault her. But James, who's hiding underneath the bed, springs into action and stabs the man to death. So both teenagers are in shock at this point as they destroy any evidence of the murder, and James becomes overcome with remorse. So the DSM-5 doesn't actually have a section labeled psychopath or sociopath. It's now been combined into the diagnosis of antisocial personality disorder. One of the key criteria for this diagnosis is that the individual be at least 18 years old and have had a distressing pattern of behavior since the age of 15. James is only 17, and we're not giving substantial evidence that he has a blatant disregard for other people. Since the age of 15, we're only shown that he likes to kill animals. Antisocial personality disorders requires 3 or more of the following symptoms that explain how the individual violates or disregards other people. So some of these are failure to conform to social norms with respect to lawful behaviors, deceitfulness as indicated by repeated lying or uses of aliases or conning others for personal profit or pleasure, impulsivity or failure to plan ahead, irritability, aggressiveness as indicated by repeated physical fights or assaults, reckless disregard for safety of self or others, consistent irresponsibility as indicated by repeated failure to sustain consistent work behavior or honor financial obligations, lack of remorse as indicated by being indifferent to or rationalizing having hurt, mistreated, or stolen from another. There is evidence of conduct disorder with onset age before age 15 years. The occurrence of the antisocial behavior is not exclusively during the course of schizophrenia or bipolar disorder. So when we read these symptoms, it becomes clear that James only really meets one criteria, which is that he lacks a remorse from killing animals. By the middle of the series, he's killed a man and is experiencing extreme guilt over this. It's later revealed that James watched his mother commit suicide when he was 11. This revelation becomes a very, this revelation could be the source of James' numbness. So looking at the criteria, it also might become apparent that Alyssa might be the one expressing psychopathic tendencies, because she is the one who convinces James to steal his dad's car and punch his dad. James really doesn't want to do this. She blackmails a man that they meet on the road for his wallet. She engages in risky sexual behavior with a boy that she just met. She tries to shoplift, gets caught, and then when she promises not to steal, she winds up stealing again. And then she, there's a part where her dad runs over a dog and she tries to get James to put the animal out of his misery, but even though he's killed animals before, he can't kill the dog, so Alyssa kills the dog instead. She doesn't really appear to have any remorse. She stabs her dad in the leg, and she also knocks one of the policemen chasing them unconscious. Okay, so then I'm going to go into how James's relationship with Alyssa has slowly turned him human over the course of the series, and then I kind of want to end on this is just the age that they're at. Alyssa's probably not a psychopath. She's just experiencing extreme inflexibility. That's it.